What was once a pillar in hip-hop and R&B has now hit the bottom of the barrel. He left a trail of flames on his path to glory, but ran out of gas halfway there. Turning away from music, this man would become bitter, self-centered, lazy, disrespectful.
What the fuck are you doing?
This is the intro.
Do you really need all that?
We want to be as accurate as possible.
Whatever.
This is the rise and fall of 2DF. 2DF started out in a loving home raised by a single mother. He lived in a low-crime suburban neighborhood. If you think this is the story of a young man who never had anything in life and tried to make it out the hood through music, this is not that story. 2DF was as average as they come.
Bro, relax.
2DF had no interest in becoming a music artist growing up. He wasn't in church choirs. He didn't sing to anyone. He can't even whistle. It was one fateful day that a friend of his asked for a feature on one of his songs. This would be the first time he stood behind the mic. We have the chance to speak to the man who pushed 2DF forward into his career, and this is what he had to say.
I really ain't think that nigga was gonna do it, bro. No bullshit. Nigga, I said it to him. I was like, man, 2DF was the first person I thought about. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I sent it to him. He got on it, he sent it back. And that nigga correct. And I was surprised. It's the most honest music I ever heard in my life. No bullshit. Like, nigga really get on the track and say what he want, and that shit, this shit is just amazing, bro. There's not a lot of rappers that can do that shit. Just get on there and really talk about titties and then really make the shit fire. Like, it's crazy.
Over his career, he released 4 mixtapes. No Respect, The Point, Reverse Valentines, and 7 Deadly Sins. 7 Deadly Sins would be the start of a mixtape series inspired by Young Buck's 10-tape series. But the rest were never released. When we asked why, this was his response.
There was never a point. I never took it seriously to begin with. I did one song with a friend. That was it. People fucked with it, so I did another. People fucked with that one. I didn't immediately do another. It was only a handful of people asking for it. To this day, I still hate when people say the streets want more. It ain't even really the streets. It's more like the sidewalk, really. If I was going to do another song, I had to get straight to the controversy. I knew exactly what I had to do.
The third song 2DF put out in his career was Name Drop. This song would have him remix DMX's famous What These Bitches Want song and explain to everyone what he wanted.
Cause I don't give a fuck and name all the girls with titties that you know I wanna suck, like Yolanda's, Rashana's, Ashton's, Lacia's, Britney's. You lying if you say you ain't with me.
This song would be the topic of conversation for days. Surprisingly, there were 0 consequences. You lost your virginity from that song?
First off, I didn't lose my virginity, alright? I gave it to her. I know where it is. Secondly, yeah, I did. Crazy thing is, it wasn't even from anybody that I named in the song.
What do you mean?
Well, I got a lot of big titty friends, but not all of their names rhyme. So I did the best with what I had. But, you know, one of my friends, they were mad that they weren't included. So we talked about it, went over our house, and we started messing around with each other. One thing led to another.
While Name Drop would prove to be a huge success, 2DF would learn a hard lesson on striking while the iron's hot.
I didn't put anything else out for a while. My music was always based on my experiences, and when I was younger, I wasn't really doing anything. I would go to work, go to school, and just come straight home.
And has that changed over the years?
Not in the slightest.
His freshman year of college, he would give all 10 people that listened Reverse Valentines, featuring songs like Woman of My Dreams, and of course, My Addiction. With the obvious flop that was Reverse Valentines, it would be 2 years before making another attempt at music. This time, using a slightly more serious style, 7 Deadly Sins would release after multiple delays. Why were there so many delays?
I was bored.
7 Deadly Sins dropped with singles such as Everybody's Pregnant, Could Have Had, and You Ain't Special. But it wasn't enough. 2DF will decide to retire out of sheer disinterest. Terrible. Will he ever drop the last mixtape?
No.
Will he ever make a return to music?
No. I'm tired. Stop asking.
This has been the rise and the unfortunate fall of 2DF.